What is going on? Welcome to Greg Ellis TV. The Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses are excellent. I love them in so many different ways, from listening to audio to asking Meta AI questions or get information from it. I love that this has a built-in camera and I can do videos really easily and like point of view things. It's awesome. There's so many things to like about them. But there are some things missing. And what are those things that I would love to see either implemented into these versions or added to the next version? Tired of luggage that scuffs, scratches, and just plain gives up on you halfway through your trip? Say hello to your new favorite travel companion, our sponsor of today's video, the Level 8 Luminous Textured Carry 20-inch carry-on luggage. This isn't your average carry-on with its sleek, textured polycarbonate shell. The Luminous carry-on doesn't just look premium, it is premium. We're talking about ultra lightweight yet tough as nails, bumps, scrapes, airport chaos, bring it on. Inside, it's all about smart storage, dual compartments, which I absolutely love, compression panels, and smooth as silk zippers mean you pack more, mess less, and stay organized from gate to gate. And the wheels, chef's kiss, mwah, 360-degree spinner wheels that glide like butter. Seriously, you could roll this thing with one finger, quiet, smooth, and effortless. It fits in most overhead airline bins, so you're skipping baggage claim and turning heads while you do it. Whether you're jetting off for business, weekend adventures, or your dream vacation, the Level 8 Luminous Carry-On is the upgrade your travel game's been waiting for. Pack smart and travel secure. This luggage fits multiple pairs of pants on one side, your shirts and laptop on the other, plus toiletries, no problem. With a built-in TSA-approved lock, your essentials stay organized and protected wherever you go. So why settle for basic when you could roll with brilliance? Get your hands on the Level 8 Luminous Carry-On 20-inch, because style should travel with you. Now the first one is more apps. Now we do have a good selection of apps currently, from WhatsApp and Instagram, Facebook, Spotify. There's apps like that. But where's some more apps? For my list, I'm looking at being able to control smart home products would be great if they had some kind of built-in integration with that. Other messaging apps, maybe Line or Viber or maybe even iMessage, or apps like that where you can really fully integrate into those apps so that you can use them more. And be more integrated in with them. That would be great. FaceTime for video chats and stuff like that. Email would be cool if I could, do my emails from this. That would be great. There's probably apps that you're thinking of as well that potentially would be great if we could integrate them into the glasses. They were built into the app and it just all communicated and ran really well. My next one is more notifications. Maybe I don't want that, but I feel like I do. Like I would love to be able to get my email notifications. Right now I get notifications from a good core of apps that I use on the regular, but being able to get more notifications on other apps, maybe all my apps if I wanted to, be a little bit crazy, but maybe, just being able to pick and choose either all my apps or most of my apps, or maybe just a few more apps would be really nice to get those notifications from. Because there's times I don't really need to look at my watch because I have my glasses on. I can ask the time. I don't have to look at my phone or my watch to get the notification. Though it's great in those regards, but being able to get all or more notifications through my glasses would allow me to not have to look down at my phone so much or to have to look at my watch. Find My, I think this is a great thing to have. Sunglasses are very easy to lose. Regular glasses like these are very easy to lose. So having a Find My on this would be amazing, to be able to beep the glass case or the glasses when I can't find them through either Apple's Find My network or Google's Find My network. That would be incredible. I would love for them to add that. I don't know if it's able to be added to these glasses. The other two things could definitely be added to these glasses, the notifications and more app support, but could they add a Find My to this? I don't know if it's technically possible. I'm assuming it probably is, but it would be great to be able to beep these and see where these glasses are on a map if I cannot find them. The next one would be a replaceable battery. Once the battery dies on these, you either have to send them off to Ray-Ban to get fixed up and replaced, or you're gonna have to get a new pair. And maybe by that point, you're gonna want a new pair anyway, but it would be really nice if we had an easier way to replace the battery. If it could, slide out on the top here and just put a new battery in. Even if they sold the batteries, they were proprietary batteries or third-party batteries, whatever, I would love it. And then also you wouldn't have to charge as much, honestly, either. So that would be great. So replaceable batteries, obviously you can't do it on this one, but in the future, the next iteration would be really cool. I don't think they'll do it. I feel like most companies these days are like, no replaceable batteries. I can't think of a common new tech product that you can replace the battery on. Most of the stuff's in there, and a lot of it's just so you'll end up buying another pair of that product anyway, but it would still be really, really cool to have. A display. Obviously, I've been, one of the things I crave about these is having a display. Now, Google, their AI glasses will have some kind of display built in to the glass. It's small, but it will have it so that you can see notifications. You can read things that are on your screen for translations, and you can read your notifications. You can read navigational things, all that kind of stuff. That would be great. I don't expect to watch videos right now at this point without the glasses looking ridiculous or having to be wired into my phone completely. So I'll live with having a display that will let me read my notifications, that will let me read things that are going on my screen a little bit. I'm completely fine with that. I think that would be amazing. And it's one of the major features I'm looking forward to in the next generation of these, and definitely in the Google AI glasses as well. Facial recognition, these have cameras. I know it's a privacy thing, but I would be really in love with, if every person I met, or if I tapped a button, that when I was meeting the person, it would be like, okay, and they ask me a profile on this person. Who is this person? Now I'm like, oh, it's James. And they're like, who is James? Well, he works for blah, 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 and his kids are this, and he's into this. I would love to have that happen so that the next time that I see that person, it's gonna be like, this is James, don't forget Greg, and he likes blah, 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 and he's into this, and he has this. I would think that would be so amazing if it happened and it allowed it. I think more of it being automatic rather than me having to fully interact with it. But I think if it's always on, it's gonna kill the battery life. I know there's a plus and a minus to having something like that. But at the same time, even if it is just pressing a button or tapping or doing pressing and holding to remember that information, because the memorization of AI and having it remember things in your life is such a helpful feature, from remembering where your car keys are to remembering something that a book on a shelf to remembering, what I talked about with somebody. I'm fine with, honestly, remembering almost all of that stuff. I know it's got potentially huge privacy concerns with a lot of other people, but in my life, I'm pretty fine with it. I'm not bothered by it in really any way. But having a lot of that stuff, and it all revolves around AI too, obviously, and AI is such a big push on these types of glasses with the Meta AI and Gemini and ChatGPT and all of that. That would be amazing. And then, just a crazy wishful thing that I know definitely won't happen would be, it would be really cool if you could change it from Meta AI to ChatGPT to Gemini. If you could change the AI assistant that's on here. I know they won't let that happen, and the only way they probably ever would is if they got rid of Meta AI and they're like, hey, we want to still sell glasses, but we'll make it open. And they are kind of an open system in some ways. Meta is, with the stuff that they create. So beyond that though, it's just really cool to have, it would be really cool, I should say, to have more app support, more notifications, AI recognition with people, a little screen, and most of the things that I'm mentioning could probably happen minus the screen, could pretty much happen right now on these if they pushed out an update, and they continually push out updates. So who knows, maybe we will see a lot of these things. But let me know your thoughts. What is missing that you would love to see feature-wise? Kind of big feature-wise. There's always gonna be the little things, but let me know in the comments down below. And if I get enough responses that are different from mine, maybe I'll make another video on it for even more missing features that we would love to see. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.